My name's Jason Pohl from Orange County Choppers. I've been the lead designer here for Paul for the last 12 years now. Basically, box technologies is what I depend on to get my work done. This new Apex One with the Render Pro is ridiculously awesome. The thing hammers. I put it through the ringer, man. I throw everything at it all day long. The type of work that I do here at OCC, it's usually time sensitive, and what that means is I don't have a lot of it. So I got to move fast on my feet. Being an industrial designer, I use sketching programs, Adobe Photoshop. I use 3D modeling programs, Autodesk Fusion 360, Autodesk 3ds Max, Adobe Illustrator. At any given time, I have all these applications running, and it just keeps hammering. And what's really cool is when I render out a scene in 3D Studio Max, I use V-Ray and I use distributed rendering. So what that means is both these badass computers work at once, and that's 40 processors humming away on my output. So that's insane. It's like coming from my old machine. When I did a render, it would take about an hour to an hour and a half to get one static image, okay? And it looked great, but it took an hour and a half, and I couldn't use the computer. I couldn't even check email or get my Pandora music playing. I just couldn't use the computer. I had to walk away, and find something else here at the shop to do, or go drive someone crazy. And with the new box technologies Apex One with the Render Pro, I'm able to kick off that render, and what used to take an hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes now takes 5 minutes. So it's awesome. It's really a game changer. It's changed my workflow. It's changed how I can get the design across to the client. So now I'm on a whole new level. I'm not just doing one image that I send as a JPEG to the client to approve for their beautiful handcrafted motorcycle. Now I'm able to do a full 3D model animation, so now I'm dropping in cameras and lights, and I'm animating those cameras, and it's just made my job here so much more enjoyable. And it's the power, it's the power to be able to execute that project and ultimately get it to the client, to get the approval, to get the funding to start the project. So it's really, it's been amazing. And even now, while I set off a render, okay, I can check email, I can use Adobe Photoshop, I can model in a different package, and I'm good to go. And that's using distributed rendering. So 100% of the processors are taxed 100%, and I'm still able to work somehow. So to me, that's a little bit of magic that box technologies sprinkled into this Apex One. And magic is cool. And so the client would get like a back view, a front view of the bike, and then like a grayscale model, and then it's like, man, now it's like, oh yeah, your movie, it's on YouTube, dude. Go check out your movie on YouTube, man, and you'll like it. And we can always change it, whatever. So it's cool to be able to evolve, like in my job. Like when I first got here, Paul was like, I want CNC machines. And I was like, CNC who? And it was kind of like, okay, all right, I know Max, I know some modeling, and I learned, but it's just cool because like I remember working for some of these really big companies, and they used to just get a hand sketch from me, like Intel, they got just a 2D profile of a bike, like with the paint scheme and everything. It's gonna kind of look like this. It's really just a concept. But now we're able to take, I still draw everything by hand. I take a picture of it on my cell phone, email it to myself, pop it up, and I model it in 3D space. But now instead of just that rough concept sketch, we take them to a whole new level where they see the entire bike in 3D space. They can spin it around and check it out. So it's just different, it's a good different. It's us evolving. So it's very cool. And the fact that it's made in America, box technologies, that says a lot, because what we believe in here at OCC is, American pride. We're made in America, of course, being in Newburgh, New York. That's what we do. We do manufacturing, and we're proud to say that it was made right here in America. And that's another thing for us, and I know Paul feels the same way about boxes. It's awesome, man. So there's so many reasons that I went with Box Technologies, the Apex one. Number one was power. There was so much power put into this machine, I had to have it, okay? This thing is a workhorse, and that's what I need to do my job. Every day, every minute, I can rely on this machine, and it's gonna provide the outcome that I need to get. Number two, it's so small that it's modular, so it's almost like a laptop, but it's got the more power than any desktop I've ever touched before. So at the end of the day, when I'm done working here at Choppers, I grab the Apex one and take it home with me, and I'm still doing work there. So it's 100% modular. It goes right in my backpack with my external hard drive and power cord, and I can design anywhere in the world. And number three, Box Technologies. Amazing. The technical support, I can call Will or Jesse or any of the guys at Box. They answer the phone and they help me out with the real life problems that I'll have if I ever run into them. And that peace of mind is priceless. And also, Box is American made, and that's something to be proud of.